And guys, Manoj Dixit this side. Guys, actually I'm getting constant query about the PIQ form with regarding to the SSB interview. So today I'm making this video about how to fill a good PIQ form, because you are well aware that if you are going for any personal interview, so your personal interview utterly depend on your personal inquiry form, that is your PIQ, how you are filling and what type of things you are adding. So lots of students and lots of aspirants having that type of issues and queries, sir, what we should write and where we should write what. Okay, so actually it's our channel, the dedicated classes on YouTube, and we are running SSB and written batches, and yeah, it's dedicated for the defense somewhere. Okay, so let's discuss, apart from everything, let's discuss about the process. Okay, so firstly, here is the first page of your PIQ form, where you have to fill the basic details. So in this basic details, in first column you guys have to mention the board or selection center where you guys are going for the interview. Apart from it, here you have to mention the batch, like if you are going for the FCAT, and there you have to write the FCAT. If it is a main entry, there is a M or 60, 164 or whatever it will be. So here you have to write the batch number. Apart from it, you have to write the chest number. This chest number will be the chest number which you get in your stage second. Okay, in your stage वन, that is the screening stage. Screening के अंदर बहुत सारे candidates होंगे, so you haven't need to write that particular chest number. You have to write the chest number which you get in your stage second. Apart from it, here you have to write your roll number if you are going via any examination specific entry, and if you are not going by that specific entry, you can also mention the registration number. Okay, so apart from it, yeah, everything should be in bold letter. It means if you are writing your name is Abhay, so you have to write it is in bold letter. That is in capital letter. It should not be like this, it should be like this. It means you are writing the things in a capital letter and you have to maintain that thing. Okay, apart from it, there is a 3 column for mentioning your address. The first column is asking place of maximum residence. Okay, where you spend most time of your life, either living there or you have complete your study from any place. If someone is living with his parents, or her parents is working any type of government sector, and due to transfer and all, so here you have to mention the place where you stay for most time. Okay, that thing, what all you have to write, you have to write the place, the particular city or the village, the district and the state, and in the end you have to mention the population of that particular place or village in which you are living. Okay, apart from it, the present residence, where you are living presently, by which or from where anyone can contact you. Here you have to write the whole things about the present address in the same manner, and the permanent address, that is also known as a mailing address. If tomorrow you will got recommend or you will get selected, so government or any other person if want to send any type of mail or any type of document for the verification, so that should be a place where you have a fixed address. There you have the certainty that there someone is available for receiving your documents. Okay, it's all about it. And in the last column you have to mention either your place can be a headquarter or not, it is a district headquarter or not. If it is, then you can mention yes. So if it is not, then simply mention no. Okay, apart from it, there is a simple thing. Actually, I found a common mistake by so many candidates, that they use their own mind instead following the instructions. But I will suggest you one thing. You have to write only, or you have to fill the detail only in the same manner as they are asking to you. Okay, if there is a state, so you have to mention like state. If your state name is big, you can use the abbreviation. If HR and also your district, so you have to write state and district in same manner. If you have to write the religion, so religion should also be in the same manner. Like if you belong from the Hindu community, so you can write here the Hinduism, or if you are from Muslim, so your own religion, what is the Muslim or Islamic. And apart from it, in the next column, it is also a confusing column for so many candidates, because they feel there is ST, SC and OBC only available, so they feel they are not applicable, and they leave it blank. So you haven't need to do that thing. You have to write either unreserved, UR or general here. Okay, here you have to mention your mother tongue, your date of birth, and your marital status, what it is, and the present status in the same manner. Okay, so the next column is whether your parents alive or not. So you can write it as per the present situation. If not alive, you have to mention the age. In here you have to mention the age, ki what was your age at that time when they leave you, or when they die, or at the time of their death. Okay. Then in the next column, parents, guardian and siblings, occupation and income as applicable. So it is a column number C, it is the topic number C. In that C you have to fill all these things. You have to fill about the father, their education, their occupation, their monthly income, also about the mother, her education, her occupation, if she is doing something, if she is not doing anything, you can fill here the homemaker. And in the end you have to mention the what all earning the guys are getting. In same manner, if brother is, you can take on brother. If there is a sister, you can take on sister. If you have more family member than the given detail, so if 2 or 3 or any one is still remaining, you can mention a small column, or you can write in minimized way here also. Okay, it is a thing where you can fill up the whole detail. Okay, then apart from it, let's discuss about the next. Here it is all about your personal interview. You have to mention your academic detail and your academic achievements. Okay, here you have to write about your higher secondary, board, year in which you completed, your marks in percentage and division. Okay, and apart from it, the medium of instructions or the medium of study. Either you can either you are a person who complete his education from the hostel or from the home. So you have to mention, if you were the border day, you were in hostel, you can mention. If you were the day scholar, you used to go from your home, you can use day scholar. Okay, and in the column of outstanding achievement, it can be your personal or on the basis of the whole class also. So if you feel that you haven't achieved any big thing, you can also write the small achievement. If you have scored 70% marks in all in your matrix, and out of the whole subjects, if you score 80 or topest marks in any subject, you can mention your favorite subject or your topest marks here. Here you haven't need to write about any extracurricular activity, about any type of Olympiad, or also about any type of quiz and all. Here you have to write about only the academic thing, the subject you study in that certain class. Okay, and when you going to fill that 12th and equivalent column, here you have to specify. Here you have enough place. I am using the marker, so it is quite difficult to me, but yeah, you guys can mention it in a well manner. Okay, I am trying to manage it. Okay, if it is PCM, so you can write PCM or PCMB, whatever it is, just in that particular column. Okay, so it will, you can specify to the interviewer ki sir, these are the things I have complete, and this is the subject in which I complete my 12th or equivalent. So, and also mention the same detail as you have mentioned above in the same manner, not the same detail of your 12th class or your higher secondary, your senior secondary, but in a same manner as I told you about the previous one. And also the subject which was your favorite one and in which you score most marks, and the subject from which you want that interviewer should ask question from that particular subject. So interviewer will ask about your favorite subject also, so you should tell the interviewer that the certain subject is also my favorite subject if it is. Okay. And about the graduation, you have to specify or specific, you have to give the specific detail. If it is BSc, you have to write here BSc in this particular space, BSc honors or BSc whatever it is, so examiner or the interviewer will not get confused regarding to anything, and also give the detail as per the above mentioned detail. Okay. For anything else, if you still feel that you are unable to fill the PIQ form, you guys can contact me. Actually it is my own contact number, you guys can contact me here. And we are also running online sessions, free and paid both. Our online session will remain on WhatsApp. We have a WhatsApp group from which we connect with the student. We conduct Google Meet on regular basis. Also we conduct the session on social media platform. Okay, it's about your first page. Okay, let's discuss about the page number second. So it's the page number second, also a page which will discuss more about your abilities and your extracurricular activities. So here just mention as per the given parameter. If you are 21 years, so mention years, and also specify and if there is a month, 2 months, 3 months, you can mention that thing in the same manner as the interviewer is asking to you. Okay. And height should be in meter. If it is 1.8, if you are 180 centimeter, you can write 1.8 meter. If it is 1.81 centimeter, you can write it, but it should be in meter in as per the given parameter also. Okay. And the weight should be also mentioned as per the given. If you are 48 kg, you can write kgs. Okay. So it is the given detail which you guys can fill here. And if you are doing any type of work or occupation, or you are earning something, you can mention things here, your occupation, and in the end you can write your personal earning, whatever it is. Okay. And if you are a NCC cadet, you can mention yes or no here, and about your NCC grade and your division, and also about your the level of certificate whatever you have obtained, you can also mention it here. Okay. In the 11th column, you have to fill up the detail about the participation in any game or sports event. That will also show the ability of liveliness, and also we can say it will show you the quality and your quality, that how much you are active in any type of extracurricular activities or sports. Because if you are participating in any sport or in any outdoor game, definitely you have a good physical. So for a good physics, you have a physical fitness, you should participate in some outdoor game. You have to fill at least 3 column here. Running can be the common thing, you can mention here. Here can be the running. And the one most important thing, if you are starting any game, if you are starting running in 2007, so it should be till now, at least 1 or 2 things should be till now. There should be a specific time period like 2007 to 2009, or either it can be in this manner, or it can also be in till now. Okay. So that is all you guys can fill here. Okay. Apart from it, another most important thing is, when you guys will go to fill the detail about certain other things, like we have discussed about the sports and extracurricular activity. If you have represent your school, college, university, even if you haven't represent anything or district or state level, you can write here. If it is not, you can simply say local level, gully level, on your colony level, whatever it is, you can mention it here. And the outstanding achievement, if there is a you participate in any game and you were, either you can be the runner up, either you can be the winner, or you can be the 3rd, 4th, 5th, or any number. If you have participated, you have to write your achievement and your level, what was the result of that particular game, and what you personally feel. If even your team was not performing well, you perform well there, you can also write. here, because we can simply say that if, in the previous World Cup, whole Indian team was not able to achieve their goal as they were playing for winning the World Cup, but Virat Kohli was the one who play very decent cricket, and he got the man of the series, so player of the series award. So it was his personal achievement, and he can say that I was the man of the series in that particular World Cup. Okay. Okay, then now move toward the B column. So in that B column, here we have enough space, and in this space, instead going with this pattern like first hobby and then interest by putting the science, so instead going by this manner, I will suggest you, in this space you can firstly write in minimized way interest or hobby, whatever you are writing, and you can create a line here, and down the line you can write the hobbies. There should be at least 3 hobbies and 3 interest. Okay, apart from it, if we say about the participation in extracurricular activity, if ever you participate in any type of activities, like even you were the person who was playing with anyone, or you participate in any type of speech competition, there was any poem competition, there was any type of what I can say, the drama play in which you participate, you can write each and everything here. Okay, and the duration of participation, if you were participating in RD parade, okay, if you are an NCC cadet and you ever participate in RD parade, so you can say, yeah, I participate in certain year, because in NCC I found one thing is quite common, that NCC cadet got chance of participating in an RD parade only once in life. Okay, so you can mention there the particular year, if it's 2023, you can mention. But apart from it, if you were participating in school annual event or RD speech or any lecture topic, so you can mention the duration. If it is from 2010 to 2017, you can mention. Okay, and your achievement should be there. Okay, I have seen so many person or so many students from Ayodhya used to mention about the Deepotsav and Ayodhya, and they write in the column of achievement that their name was, or their that particular event was considered in the Guinness Book of World Record. So if you and your whole team and your whole group were working about something and you guys achieved anything, you can mention it here. Okay, apart from it, yeah, it is the D is the place where you have to write your role and responsibility. It is not only for the scouting, sport team or NCC. You can also tell if you play any responsibility and role of responsibility in your family, in your house, you can write here. Even if you arrange any type of event, you can write here. You play any responsibility in school, you can write here. In class level, school level, personally on home level. Okay, or even if you were NCC, you were in NCC, so ever you got the chance of leadership, you can write it here also. Same for the scouting, if you were a captain of any team, you can write it here. And yeah, these are the responsibility you guys can write here. Okay, and in the 12th A, you have to write the nature of commission, because in Indian Army or Indian Air Force or Navy, wherever you are going, there is 2 type of commission. One is the PC, that is called permanent commission, which is related to the CDS. IMA is a permanent commission, OTA is a SSC, that is a short service commission. Okay, FCAT have both type of commission, SSC and permanent commission both. So you have to identify in which entry you guys are going and what type of commission you will get there. Okay, you can mention that thing simply here. And the 12th B, choice of service. So choice of service can be either you want to go for which army, navy or air force, you can write here the choice, your own choice where you want to go. Okay, apart from it, there is a column number 13, number of chances availed for the commission in all 3 services. So here you have to mention about the defense SSBs only. You haven't need to mention about the Coast Guard, Territorial Army, ACC, SCO, PS, any type of PSB, whatever I can say, any type of technical. You can write the technical entries and examination entries only which you availed for going for the try services by the routine route. You can mention ACC also, SC also, but yeah, ICG and TA will not be the part of that particular thing. Sorry for, actually I was trying to convey that you can write technical as well as non-technical entries or examination based entries, but only which you gave for the Army, Navy or Air Force. Okay, apart from it, the 14th column, detail of all previous interviews, if any, Army, Navy, Air Force station, whatever. If you have given any AFSB, SSB or NSB, you can give the detail, the type of entry, and the if type of entry like CDS, NDA, OTA, SSC tech, TGC, Navy tech, okay, Navy pilot entry. So if any entry you have availed here, you can mention it here. Here should be the serial number, SSB number. If you are going for the 12 SSB for Navy, 12 SSB Bangalore, so you have to write 12 SSB and Bangalore, and the date, from which date to which date you guys were there, and the chest number. And here you have to mention the chest number. If you were screen out, so you have to mention the chest number of your screen before the screen, and if you conference out, then you have to mention the chest number of your conference. This is all about your PIQ form. Still, if you have any type of query, guys, myself Manoj Dixit, and I will always remain here to help you. And I already told you that you guys can message on this number, and you will definitely get short guidance and support for your SSB interview and your written examination. Either you are preparing for the any exam, and hope you guys will think about it. And if you have any type of query, still you can ask me. I am available for all of you. I am available for helping you. Have lots of session with so many candidates like you. We have 39 recommendations till now, and yeah, hope so you will be the next one. Thank you for attending the class and this session. Hope I can just hope that it will help you and you will get something positive from here. And definitely, if you will go by this meaning, you will definitely get a positive personal interview. And in next session, we will discuss how to tackle or how to focus on personal interview, and how to remain happy throughout the interview, and how you guys can give a best SSB or personal interview. Thank you for attending. Jai Hind. Have a good day.